encourage you to read the article on this page by Shamir, Dayan-Horesh and Adler, Leading by Biography. They outline why it's valuable to learn about leadership through a leader's life story. Leadership life stories can be stories that leaders tell of their past in conversations or more formal biographies or autobiographies. The authors identify 4 arguments to highlight how the plots of life stories and leadership are woven together. Firstly, stories give followers information about the leader's behaviours and traits. We can only know leadership traits from observing behaviours, and followers can infer values from the stories about leaders. This can build respect for and identification within the leader. Second, stories create impressions that influence a follower's expectations. A leader's biography will influence a follower's initial expectations and their relationship with the leader. For example, the stories we listen to about an incoming leader to our organisation might influence how we respond to early interactions. Third, telling a life story is a leadership behaviour. It's a way of communicating meanings. Stories can inspire, motivate and educate. Stories a leader will tell about themselves will convey ideas about their identity and justify leadership roles. Finally, stories can help a leader justify to themselves their own sense of confidence and awareness of a leadership role. When life experiences are organised into a leadership life story, it can help people feel comfortable about identifying themselves as leaders. A key idea is that biographies help produce leaders. Do you remember those 4 reasons? When you read Shamir's article, you'll develop your own understanding through your own summaries and notes of that article. For example, Nick, in reading this particular article, developed his own visual representation. Let's talk to Nick about how he did that.
Hi Denise. So the way I saw Shamir was that leaders write their biography, or other people write their biographies for the leader, and then those biographies or autobiographies confirm their self-identity. That self-identity leads to leaders and followers making assumptions of leadership traits and behaviours. Those traits and behaviours then become part of the life story of the leader. As the leader's life story continues, their biography evolves and continues to change.
Like lots of life stories, there seems to be some typical themes in leadership life stories, including leadership as a natural development process, early struggles that enabled leaders to be independent and develop self-confidence. Leaders had at least one transformational experience in their early development. They also learnt from experience, had significant role models, and identified a cause that gave them a sense of direction. Think about leaders you know and the stories they tell. You might also like to take the time to think about your own leadership life story. How do these elements feature? The authors note that we live life forward but understand it backward. I wonder if you agree.